Jeanette, sorry, someone bring me some coffee. I don't know who I am.
Can't.
I don't know. Amber has some in her cup, I think.
No, I got tea.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, those are the rates.
It's
for-
almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Have we been sitting here for an hour?
Yes. Where have you been?
In my mind.
Oh, is that a dangerous place?
What's the music like in there?
It's loud.
Playlist.
I got 3 songs at the time.
Yeah, right?
Can I call this an irregular meeting of the Lyman Select Board?
It's regular, just a different time.
It is. I'm just gonna roll though.
It's heck.
It's about time. There's still
It's
a few
actually time.
seconds, but welcome to the November 3rd, 2025 irregular meeting of the Lyman Select Board. This meeting is a public proceeding and is being recorded. What makes it irregular is that it's 9 a.m. and not 6 p.m. If you join me in pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we have public input, public in attendance. We'll have up to 5 minutes to address the board. Please use the podium and address the board. Be respectful of others. The board may not be able to respond during public comment. If you wish to be placed on future agenda, please contact the town manager. Do I have anybody that wants to? All right, there's a public.
Good morning, Joe Wagner, 26 Day Road. At the October 7, 2024 Lyman Select Board meeting, after a presentation on the AARP Age-Friendly Community Program, Dave Elves moved to allow Karen Kane and myself to pursue grants without needing to meet with the board. Jessica Picard seconded the motion. The motion was approved 4-0. One member was absent. Subsequently, Karen and I prepared grant applications for funding through the Lifelong Maine program and the AARP Challenge Grant Program. These applications were reviewed by the town manager prior to submission. Through the Lifelong Maine program, the town received approximately $13,000 for ramps to improve accessibility to the water at Bunganut, and approximately $20,000 for 16 new ADA compliant picnic tables for the park. In the summer of 2025, Karen and I initiated inquiries into the Maine Trails Grant Program. The goal was to build on recent reclamation work that had been done by an Eagle Scout candidate on the trails at Bunganut. Given her knowledge of the trails, Holly Woolridge of the Parks and Rec Committee and of the Ad Hoc Bunganut Committee was asked to participate in informal conversations about this endeavor. Holly had previously contacted Emily Brown of the Maine State Trails Program. Karen reinitiated contact with Ms. Brown. On Friday, for February 19th, Holly, Karen, and I got together at Bunganut with Adam Fisher of the Maine State Trails Program and Missy Brandt of the York County Soil and Water Conservation Program, which owns the Sid Emery Trail that is adjacent to the Bunganut property that the town owns. The town manager and the director of building and facilities were verbally informed in advance of this get-together. A walk of the Bunganut trails was taken, and the group discussed the upcoming round of the Maine State Trails Grant Program. On Monday, September 22nd, KJ Sampson, Select Board Liaison to Parks and Rec, joined Holly, Karen, and I on a walk of the Sid Emery Trail for the purpose of seeing how the Bunganut trails might be similarly improved. On Wednesday, October 1, KJ, Holly, Karen, and I got together at Karen's home to exchange ideas on trail improvements that would be presented at the next Parks and Rec meeting that was held on October 8th. Those ideas were discussed at that meeting, which was broadcast and recorded on YouTube. On Friday, October 10th, KJ, Holly, Karen, and I received from the town manager a Freedom of Access Act, FOA, request for any and all emails from our personal email addresses related to Bunganut Park and Bunganut Trails for the period of August 1 through October 8th. I submitted a hard copy of those emails on October 23rd. My copy. The select board had approved our work on grants at a public meeting. So the fact that we were working on this was a matter of public record. This was not any kind of secret or nefarious activity. There needs to be a definitive interpretation of what constitutes a meeting that requires prior public notification. It is absurd that informal conversations between a few members of different committees during which no formal decisions or commitments are made for the town would somehow constitute an official meeting under state law. I ask that town council be consulted for guidance in the interpretation of the section of state law. I have been subject to
5
five.
minutes.
It's almost 4.
4?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize.
Yep.
Sorry.
I've been subject to 5 forward requests over the last 2 years and 1 month. When the 4th such request was made, demanding access to my cell phone, as well as my personal email account, threatening civil penalties if I did not comply, I retained at personal expense legal counsel, an attorney with expertise in the application of FOA. The purpose of FOA is to prevent government agencies from withholding information from the public. But here in Lyman, FOA has been used by public officials to demand information from other public officials. That is not what FOA is for. If a public official has questions of another public official, the respectful and responsible approach is straightforward. Just ask. There's no need to file a FOA request. Doing so sends the wrong message. Using FOA in this way risks turning a tool for transparency into a weapon for intimidation. When people who step up to serve their community and are met not with courtesy and conversation,
5
but
minutes.
formal. Well, last person who got here got the last dibs in. I would like to do the same just with this.
I stopped her at 5 minutes.
And there
Also,
was also an opportunity granted to that person for a little bit more.
How much do you have left?
1 sentence. Such behavior says more about the character of those making the accusations than it does about the character of those receiving them. Thank you.
anyone else? Seeing no one else that wants to step up, we will move on to new business. Originally, we had said this meeting was going to only be the warrants, and these 3 things were time according, they were of the time was of the essence on them.
Yeah.
So I allowed it.
So the generator, I just needed to know from you guys, do you want to sell it? Because if you do want to put it out to bid to sell, I just didn't want it sitting out there all winter long, getting covered in snow. So I've prepared. The only thing I didn't put in there was some pictures, but I'll add some pictures to it. If you guys want to move forward with doing that.
Yeah, I think we
I'll
should.
make a motion to sell it.
Putting it out to bid using the bid forms that were provided to us in our packet.
Thank you for finishing my phone.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a question, Madam Chair, has there been, what's the status of the installation of the new generator? Has that
It's already installed.
been installed? Very good, thank you.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
We have, under terms of sale and conditions and instructions to bidders, 2 times that we state within a certain number of days. That
Yeah,
they,
I left some blank. So, because I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to sell this or not. I usually put stuff out to bid like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I'm just, do we need it in there 2 times? Like if we put it in, like you're gonna have 7 days of notification to come and get it? Do we need to have it in?
Yes and no. I
Okay.
mean, my thought process is I just want to be super clear so that if anybody does submit a bid outside of that time frame, that they're not like,
Okay.
you know, what the heck, you didn't accept it or something. And it's come up, you know, some of the other bids we've done, I've had contractors be like, well, I didn't know these are the terms, and I'm like, it's in there like 3
Okay.
times.
Yep, that's fine.
So there's also a place for how many days to come get it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
After
talking
the bid is
about.
awarded. That I think is very important
Okay.
because it leaves nothing ambiguous about you're responsible for picking this thing up and getting it out of here. And we don't want it to sit for too long after the bid is awarded. So how long of a bid process were you thinking?
I mean, I can do it like you can open them at your next meeting if you want on the 17th. That way they have enough time before it really starts snowing, to come pick it up. Or if you want to wait till the first meeting in December. I mean, I'd give them maybe like 7 days, 5 to 7 days to pick it up. I wouldn't do more than that. I think that's being pretty generous.
Well, sometimes it's a matter of getting the proper equipment
Yeah.
to get it moved or to hire somebody to move and stuff.
Mhm.
So what if we did the next meeting and, which is 2 weeks, and then give 2 weeks to come get it?
Okay.
That is a window of 4 weeks to me. That makes sense.
So December 1st, is that correct? That's the first Monday. of
That's the
December.
first meeting of
Correct.
December, okay.
I'll make a note. Pick up.
Is there any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No one's opposed because it's unanimous. Alrighty, the property assessment equalization project review and approve the $25,000 for the permit catch-up that was a warrant article.
Yeah.
Harriet,
So
on the-
I just wanted to make sure the bid process was pretty clean, that all you guys have to do is award that part of the bid.
Because we held off on that because
Budgeting, town meeting.
budgeting and also that was going to be something that we thought we were going to be able to do with the new employee.
Well, the way I understood it, when it was approved at town meeting, both things were approved, a new employee
Yep.
and the additional 25,000. And I think you had spoke to it, if I remember correctly, about getting caught up and then kind of
Yep.
moving along.
Just wanted to rehash a
Yeah,
little bit. So,
So moved.
Second.
any discussion?
Just a quick one, Madam Chair. What's the status of the cost tables work that RCS is doing?
That I don't have the information on.
Okay. And did RCS give any kind of indication as to how long it would take for them to address this backlog?
They actually did.
They did know?
uh,
In their bid.
I saw there was so many, I think it was 250 hours
Something,
All right.
yeah, plus or minus.
because I just looked at it again.
Okay.
Should be helpful.
Okay, I see. Permit catch-up work, 200 hours, more or less. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
No one's opposed because it's unanimous. And item C is review approved consolidated positions of admin, CEO, and property records assistant.
Madam
Yeah.
Chair? I move to table this item until our next meeting on the 17th, so that each of us can have the opportunity to review the tape of the March 25th, 2025 Select Board Workshop, focusing on the conversation about this proposal 30 minutes into that tape, because it does provide the context to this suggestion.
So I just had some notes I wanted to clarify with the board.
Yes, please.
All right, so both part-time positions are currently vacant right now. We've had somebody turn over their resignation. Unfortunately, just bigger and better things out there. It's really hard to hold a 16-hour position and not have a revolving door. So with both of them being vacant, from the recruitment standpoint, full-time positions are generally more desirable and tend to attract a stronger pool of candidates. After meeting with both the departments, they are in agreement with the recommendation to consolidate the two part-time roles. and there are sufficient funds available within the current budget. The select board had originally discussed back in that workshop, you guys budgeted for full-time with full-time benefits. And then, of course, what happened in the joint meeting is then the budget committee recommended to put it as a separate article. So, that's fine. As both positions are currently vacant, the consolidation won't have any impact on any employees. So it just makes sense to kind of move things along. And this is another one of those time-sensitive issues. You have two departments right now with no assistance. If you want to delay that, you're just going to be causing a more burden on your assessor and the E CEO.
Okay, can I stop that here for a second? Joe had mentioned tabling it. Is there anyone else that would be in favor of tabling it?
No.
Then we'll continue. Thank you.
I have a question. Isn't that the way it was originally proposed?
Yes, that was my original recommendation.
Was, and I was not for it because of a situation with personnel previously that has resolved itself. So I am in favor of this, doing it as a full-time gig. There's work for full-time from both departments.
So I would make a motion to move this forward under the recommendation of the town manager.
Second.
Any more discussion? Or
Yeah.
Discussion?
What was the start date for the catch-up work? The one we just voted on before this, because that's part of this, right? Is he?
Not necessarily. So it really depends on, we have to be able to onboard personnel. So, if they can jump into doing permit catch-up, great. But it really depends on who you get for candidates and how long before we can get someone in there and how we're going to onboard them. So the person we had before was actually helping us with the permit catch-up. They did a really, really good job. I don't know the start date. I'm not 100%. We're just trying to get caught up and move things along as best as we can.
I'm raising my own hand. To my way of thinking is the money that we just appropriated, the $25,000, is because there was such a huge backlog. So if it gets caught up, it can stay caught up with this employee's position.
Mhm.
Is that, I thought that's the way I was thinking
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, sorry, it was a good
Yes.
time for a new person to get involved if they can observe when that's happening.
And they did.
No, I mean in the future, this person.
Right.
Yep.
Is there any more discussion?
Actually, I just questioned the practicality of a person responding to two supervisors at the same time. And also the issue of the ebb and flow of workflow. There may be a situation where both the code enforcement office and the assessor's office are heavily burdened with work. And, one person, some decisions would have to be made as to what the priorities are.
The way I understood it, when I read in the packet about it, was that they would report to the code enforcement, and the code enforcement and assessor's office work very close together now. So am I
Yeah.
correct
Yeah.
in my assessment?
And I've reached out to both departments to kind of go over what that would look like, before implementing something like this. Did you?
Okay, is there any more discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? It's 4-1. And the payroll warrant in the amount of $36,735.41.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
It's 5-0, I guess. Okay, and B, the accounts payable warrant number 20 in the amount of $712,066.14.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
5 in favor.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
could I just reminder to everybody out there, tomorrow's vote day.
Mhm.
Yay. Whatever it is, come cast it.
Sending them both at the same time. Seemed appropriate. Fire Commission Thursday, we're still on for Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Lindsay, it's here, right? Here, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay. Sorry, you have stickers. You can have stickers again this time.
We do have stickers.
Yay. I liked the lemon ones you guys did.
Yeah. Wait till you see the new dump stickers.
I'm ready.
We're fancy with the dump stickers.
Sir,
Thank you.
doctor.
We good? Looks good.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. We're out of here. Thank you.
Thank you for thinking.